So here we are at Wollankstraße.
No.
Oh? Okay. Here we are at Wollankstraße.
Well, here we are at Wollankstraße. We're doing a 5-kilometer walk today to Nordbahnhof. We're getting back into the city, so there's a lot more history to see. We'll be going past Mauerweg, which is, they've got a memorial there for the wall. So off we go. We've got Amy back with us, and we'll hopefully not kill her today. Yay! So here at Wollankstraße, this station was actually on the other side of the border. West Berliners were able to come into this station without being checked, but East Berliners weren't allowed to enter the station at all. There was a former border patrol located at the northeast exit of this station. Now see, this line is the wall, so I don't know if we're going the right way.
We're looking for the signs.
Didn't take us long to get off track. Hi! So we found the sign?
Yep.
There's
the S-Bahn.
There's the S-Bahn station. There's the sign. We walked a little bit too far, but you shouldn't expect any less from us, really. Rubbish! Wow! We're entering the Tunnel of Doom. Dodgy Mofo Central. This is a really low bridge.
Look at this guy's face.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we're along an avenue of cherry trees that were a gift from Japan in 1990 to celebrate the reunification of Germany.
Always bothered. Imagine waking up and seeing that in the middle of the night.
Why would you be in your garden in the middle of the night?
I don't know, but I don't know what that word is. Our people? I forget what I said already. What did I say? Some church. The tree church. The Kirschbaum. It's a tree church spent.
No, Kirsch is also cherry.
This memorial says that these cherry trees were given by the Japanese, and then this stone here is cut in half.
This original part of the Hinterland Mauer, the inner wall, at the Mauerstraße border crossing, blocked the border crossing from the allotment gardens that are hidden behind it so that they wouldn't be able to see what was happening. We're at the Mauerstraße border crossing. This border crossing became famous on the 9th of November because it was the first one to open and let people through into the west. There was a lot of East Germans coming through, and that pressure from them caused them to open this border crossing, so it was the first one to open after the travel restrictions were loosened. The wall is hidden by shrubs. Well, we've found an information board and we've made it to Mauer Park. There's some information here about the districts along the western frontier that East Germans set up so that people weren't actually able to enter this area unless they had a special pass, so their IDs had to be stamped. And the only people that could get permanent passes were doctors and craftsmen. Every Sunday there's karaoke in the park. This is Mauer Park, and there's a flea market that runs, huge flea market that runs through here. The width came from an exchange in 1988 and 89 when the strip of land belonging to old Eberswalder freight depot became GDR territory. We are here.
Yeah?
And we end here.
Cool.
This bit is the most interesting bit to come.
Here we are at Mauerweg. We're at an info board that talks about how the wall went directly down the middle of this street, and after it went up, people from the east side of the wall would jump out of their apartment windows into the west side, and some paid with their lives as a result.
Construction is still going on for the memorial as it continues down this part of Berlin. This is one of the longest memorial strips of the Berlin Wall. So here at Wollankstraße 55, a 140-meter long tunnel went from East Berlin into West Berlin, opening into a disused bakery on Mauerweg. 57 people successfully managed to get from over to the west via this tunnel on the 3rd and 4th of October 1964, but on the 5th it was actually compromised by an informer, and the border guards were waiting at the exit of the tunnel. One of the guards was fatally injured trying to stop escapers from getting through. These are remains of the buildings and the Church of Reconciliation. This is the new model of the Church of Reconciliation, which was originally pulled down because it's right in the middle of the death strip where they built the wall. When they pulled down the church, they saved the bells that were from the original towers, and so they've preserved them here as a memorial as well. This is the original Church of Reconciliation and the wall in front. Behind this information board is where Ackerstraße 41 to 43 would have been, but it was demolished so that the guards would be able to have a perfect view of the area. This is where the inner strip was. There's lots of memorials now, bits of the wall. Over to the far side is a cemetery that part of it was cleared, so the graves were actually moved to make space for the wall. They're not sure exactly who was moved, so they've made memorials for those people. These are remains of the cemetery wall and the base of tombs from the site that was here before they put the wall in. And this is the border light cable that ran through the cemetery. These are the remains of Bergstraße, which was one of the first streets in Berlin to have a border wall erected on it. In 1961, access to West Berlin was blocked by a barbed wire fence beside the wall. And the last house that's still standing on Bergstraße was evacuated in August 1961.
This is a memorial to people who died trying to cross the wall. Behind me we have the pictures of all the people. Here are some pieces of the original wall. This is an info board at Nordbahnhof S-Bahn station. During the time of the wall, this station was a ghost station, so the trains actually did not stop when they passed through. They didn't stop until they reached West Berlin. So this is the end of the 13th section of the Berliner Mauerweg. We started at
Wollankstraße.
And now we're at Nordbahnhof. It was 5 kilometers.
It's just started raining, and we've just finished by the Mauerstraße section of the Wall Memorial.
So the next section starts here and goes to Potsdamer Platz.
Yep.
Bis später.
Tschüss.